That was a blast, man. Hold it down.
That's right. You should hear this guy. We're gonna stop and let him because I've just discovered that Ford not only can he play like ridiculous blues like that. I didn't just discover this. I already know this. You can't sit like that anymore. Sit
Oh,
you're
yeah,
right
yeah,
off the camera.
For the people at home.
That's right. But his right hand
Get in your chair.
is ridiculous.
Oh, man,
so we're gonna do lots of rhythm stuff with this cat because it's where it's.
I appreciate that you pay attention to that.
Bro, you got one of the best right hands I've ever heard in my life.
I mean, he's like, dude, your rhythm's cool. I don't like your shirt.
Yeah. Should have shaved your chest better. Come on.
Hey.
All right.
It's a condition. It's a condition.
Exactly. Welcome again with the one, the only, Ford freaking Thurston.
I'm so happy to be here with you, Brett.
Wow, it's been
and his new compound. My first time here. This is the schnizzle right here.
Yeah, I love it. It's it was waiting for you forever.
I'm impressed.
I'm gonna put all Ford's links down below, so make sure you check it out.
Thank you.
Today, Ford is you're the chromatic freaking master, and he doesn't like playing blues as much all the time. Although he is one of the most bad to the bone blues players you'll ever hear in your life. So we're gonna slowly coax him to do some more bluesy chromatic.
I can be honest with you where that comes from.
Yeah.
When I moved to Nashville, they have a word called a blueser. They call you a blueser. And that being that if you're playing over, let's say a Michael Jackson, in fact, that's what it was. We were playing over Man in the Mirror at a house party.
Yeah.
And you're playing Man in the Mirror, and I'm
Yeah.
Piano player stopped. He's like, stop playing blues right now.
No.
And that's when the light went on. I went, oh, you can't just play blues.
For the song.
You got to play for the song. So that's why I focus more so on like just the major scale,
Yeah.
book ending.
Yeah.
I mean, you could stick a little blues on something like that, but it's got to be just at the right time.
Yeah.
Just a little bit rather than playing blues the whole time.
Choose your blues.
Choose your blues, exactly.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So if one was going to play blues, like in a lick like that, and we want to get into chromaticisms,
Yes.
There's two parts to your chromatic runs.
Yes.
Very cool with what you do with this hand,
Yeah.
but the timing and the phrasing is cool too. So let's break down fret options first,
Yes.
and then we'll get into the timing aspect
Great.
of everything.
I think a good way to start is realizing that,
we're in A minor, basically.
We're in
right?
A major,
Oh.
A7.
Okay, but are you playing out of...
I'm playing I'm mixing minor and major.
Right, but when you're playing those kind of licks, are you playing out of the minor box sticking major end?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm having minor box and the second position minor overlapping each other.
Yes.
So
major. Okay. Right.
And second position.
A major. Yeah. Okay.
Then you have
All right, wait, hold the boat. That's what we're talking about here.
Right.
Okay, so start there.
Okay.
Slow.
Well, let's do this.
We've had like 4 coffees,
There
so.
was-
Even though his is
he
decaf.
bought the coffee. Bad influence.
That's right. Yours is decaf. What's your excuse? You're just high on life.
No, there's still caffeine in it.
Okay, all right.
For people out there, just so you know, there's still caffeine.
It's the B12 shot we took.
That is.
All right, so
He's got bandages on. It's like a hospital.
all right.
Waking the dead.
All natural, all
Okay.
natural. Here we go.
Let's just do this. Let's stick real simple with the A minor pentatonic scale over top of this A7 chord.
Okay.
Okay. Flat 5.
Okay.
Everyone knows the devil's note from the pentatonic
Yeah.
line. I'm going. Then back to the pentatonic scale, your minor third.
Oh, keep going. I gotta turn this down a little bit. Keep playing. Okay.
So that's the first chromatic type lick. I think that I played that while we were grooving.
Okay. Okay, what was that? That was cool.
Now this here is a 6. That's more so out of, call it right out of the major pentatonic.
So that's position 2 of.
Yes, position 2
major.
of the, we like the F sharp minor,
Yeah.
second position, which is then A major. So flat 5 from the minor.
Nice.
There you go, right there, right?
Wait, do that. Okay, so call out frets, not intervals.
Okay, so 5, 8, 4, 5.
Okay, about 4 or 5 on the G.
Yeah, the
so
B,
4,
yeah,
BG.
4 on the B, 5 on the G.
BGs.
Yep.
The BG's licks.
I'm just going from 7 to 5 on the B string, and then wrapping it home with a really simple. Which the reason why I was probably choosing that is because of
Yeah.
that way it was going compositionally with the.
Right.
That's coming home to you, Brett.
Yeah.
Let's go. That was the first one, so. Now check this out. Chromatically, I'm gonna go in between the scale, right? So I'm gonna go with this B flat note. Ooh, what is that?
Drunken cat fight. All right, here we go.
Run for your life.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you go,
Oh, yeah.
so
Slow down.
no, all I'm doing is this. That's the outside note of the scale. The outside chromatic note is this B flat on the 6th fret, right? And I'm sliding up to 7. And then I'm going to the minor pentatonic scale, to the flat 7, which is this G note on the B string, 8th fret. And then down to that flat 5 on the 8th fret on the G string. So then ending with the ending of the first lick I showed you. So you can then.
So you go in, you basically slide in from a half step below the note you're really shooting for.
So it's called side slipping. So you can do it all day long.
Okay.
Anywhere. I just not even thinking.
Okay. Which actually sounded cool.
Hey. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that right there, I'm fretting on the 5th fret the B and G string, hammering on the G string on the 6th fret.
Minor third, major third.
And breath slick, just so you know, because really why I'm choosing that too is because you're going,
Yeah.
which by the way, that's all 3 strings. It's a James Brown horn section. All 3. Slide around. So 3 amigos playing their horns together.
Totally.
Now, going further with that, that's.
Okay.
You can do this now. I can side slip again here from the note from the pentatonic major, right?
Yeah.
So I can go. So that's 4, 5, 6 in the G, 7, 6, 5 down on the D.
You know what's interesting is that I think one of the things that I see you do too, a lot of people do, for some reason they think about chromatics being played over the minor licks.
Yeah.
It's like it's really easy to think about that, that kind of stuff.
Right, sure.
But when you start mixing it with major, people never think about doing that inside the major scale too.
Well, the thing is that if you're playing over a dominant groove, which I like to do, all blues is either a 9 chord or a 7 chord.
Okay.
You can play anything over it. That's the reason why major and minor works.
Yeah.
For me, playing chromatic, it's almost a no-brainer. You can play anything. You just keep going.
Yeah.
You know.
That sounds like a horn.
Doesn't even matter, Over the minor, for me, it's really, I think we're opposite that way. If I'm playing over a minor chord, see, I don't want to hit that major third.
Yeah. No, I do the same thing. I don't like to do that either.
Right.
What my point was being is a lot of times when people first learn how to mix major and minor, they're doing all that stuff, but when they play the major notes, they don't, when they play this scale, they don't play inside that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? They don't play chromatic like how you went.
Yeah,
And so instead of thinking, I can do that in the major pentatonic too.
Right.
They'd only do it in the minor boxes.
Yeah. That is wow. That's true.
Yeah.
It's so true. It's crazy. Good analogy. So I'm going to show the next lick.
You had a killer one here. Over there.
Actually, I'm going to show this one, then you can tie it to the first ones I showed you.
All right.
It's 2 for 1. 2 for
Okay.
1. Is it Tuesday? No.
It's a 5 for Friday. Wait, hold.
See, that was the first lick I showed you at the end. So I'm doing the major, minor with some minor pentatonic, major and minor together.
Okay, you gotta do that really slow.
So,
There we go.
okay. So that's the first 5, 6, and 4 on the D string, and picking back up from 6 to 7 on the A string.
All right.
Good exercise.
Yeah.
So 10, 4, 5, 7. Okay. Then going to the first lick, right? 5 to 6 on the G string. B from 5 to 7. Then the first lick. You can do the second lick at the end of that. Yeah, so the cool thing is you can break these up to like any lick that you hear, Brett. You don't have to do the whole thing because then it's just routine.
Yeah.
Then you're just playing licks. So I could go.
Yeah. So if we're doing
Break it up. Scatting around with the whole thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Making mistakes is okay. Go for it.
You got it.
Go for it, you know?
Dude, you're the king of chromatics.
Well, I know better, but it's a lot of fun. And
Ah.
I think it's important, too, to realize that we're doing this, but don't pull it out all the time.
No.
You know what I mean?
Rhythm-wise.
That's what she said.
PG, dude. All right, hold on. Okay. So, rhythm. No, not that. In the phrasing.
Okay. So
How do you get a good rhythm?
in the phrasing itself, it's all about beats that I'm playing on. I'm not always going 1, 2, 3, 4. It'd be like 1, 2. 1,
But how do you
2,
hear it in
3.
your head?
First off, I find one.
Okay.
Very important to find one, right?
Yeah.
So just play it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm playing on all different beats, so what happens? It just gives you a different feeling.
Yeah.
You know, I could swing it too. So we try swinging this.
2, 3, 4.
Playing like a triple feel.
Yeah. But it's a real bouncy like.
Yeah, actually, that's that same lick. Wait. But I'm going.
How do you choose what note to accent go? Is it random?
No.
I mean, are you hearing like
it's just
drums in
sitting
your
on
head?
the couch playing
Yeah.
guitar all the time. It's just something I like to do. So
Because that's a big part of it is which notes you're choosing to jump out. Okay, so if somebody can't play like that and they really want to like strip it down to nuts and bolts, how could you take slow phrasing and do a really simple lick to start to kind of get that feel?
as far as like swinging,
No, just as far as mixing all that kind of stuff together, because your feel is real bouncy.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
yeah, I get you.
And so that's a huge part of it. It's
Right.
not only the notes you're playing, because if they play the same licks without that bounce, it would sound super robotic.
Let's do this. Play the groove, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to almost play like think about it like you're walking, like maybe you drank too much.
Yeah.
It's almost like a drunk
easy to
feel.
do.
It's like a drunk feel, right? So play the groove, and
Okay.
I'll lay it way back.
2, 3, 4.
Rather than right there, I was being very like ding, ding, ding. I'm just kind of like. And and speeding up and
Yeah.
slowing up, almost kind of like trying to mask
Yeah.
that there's any time.
That there's any time.
It's kind of like floating around. And then going, like
Yeah.
you're falling downstairs,
Yeah.
you know? And then maybe taking any of these, like, it's like if I only spoke like, hi Brett, how are you doing
Right.
today? Everything is really great. I'm going home and I'm going to change into shorts and go running later.
You'd sound like Siri.
Yeah, right. Now instead of like, man, I'm going home. I'm really lazy. And
Yeah.
I don't feel like going running
Right.
at all.
Yeah.
You know, it's just pauses. Honestly, I'm not really thinking about the time. It's kind of actually difficult. It's kind of embarrassing actually when you say that.
Yeah.
It's like, because I'm never really thinking.
Well,
that.
but you've played for so long.
Yeah,
you
I'm
don't
just
have to think
thinking
about.
I'm thinking about like, am I interrupting the conversation?
Yeah.
You know, you're talking to me with that rhythm you're doing.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
you're talking, then I'm.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Who plays like this? Maybe not in such an advanced degree that somebody could start to hear this kind of phrasing. Is there somebody you can think of that you like that's real good?
It's so weird because anybody that is playing chromatic and stuff like that, if I hear it, I'm seeing a lot of like younger players doing it because it's available.
Like, give me an example. Who do you like? Like somebody you like watching that can do this kind of
Well,
stuff.
obviously, like as far as like famous people, I could rattle those off all day long.
Yeah.
Like your Alan Holdsworth back in the day was the king. I mean, there's nobody better than him at it.
Yeah.
Obviously, like Robin Ford.
Okay.
But he does the chromatic mixed with the diminished bag.
Yeah.
But I see players all over town doing stuff like that. But
People would know though, you know, because people.
Josh Smith is
Yeah.
killer at it. Amazing. Tyler Bryant and his blues, he plays some chromatic stuff,
Yeah.
and he's up and coming. That kid is killer.
He's a great guitar
Beast.
player.
What an amazing person too. Like if you ever have a chance to go see him, he's just the sweetest kid. It's crazy. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Great guitar player.
He was opening for Jeff Beck. I think he was like 9.
He was a fetus.
No, it's really weird. Like people don't even realize how much chromaticism is going on, even with
Yeah.
you know, like a guy like Eddie Van Halen. I mean,
Oh my
he's
God,
like playing scales
everywhere.
that aren't even really right at
Yeah.
times. You know what I mean? It's
Well, and you
chromatic.
don't notice it until you really try to slow it down and break it down. And
Yeah.
then, like you hear the notes going. Like I remember, like him or Stevie Ray or any of those people that like you're trying to learn their notes, and then you start hearing it, you're like, God, that can't be right.
The guy that to me that is the best at the chromatic bag is
Yeah.
Alan Hines.
Okay.
That dude, it sounds like it's just a free spirit, man. He could just,
Yeah.
he's leading everywhere all the time. He's always leading to a chord. You know, we're just vamping over this one chord.
Sure.
This groovy little. Now, easy to lead to your next chord tone.
Mm-hmm.
And once you're there, right? You can slide up and play it up there if you want to.
Yeah.
Same lick. 5 chord. You can get away with all that, you know?
Do you play in each of the keys of the chords you're shifting to?
Yes, definitely. So if I'm going to be doing this.
Well, let's do 1, 4, 5. So we'll just keep it basic.
Okay, do it. 1, 2, 3. Simple like that.
Yeah, so you just
So
shift with it.
I'm simply thinking A, then it's D, and then there's my major third. Which, when we did that, I go.
Okay, so hold on one second. When you play over the D chord right there, is there a shape that you're playing out of? Yeah. So it's almost like that position 5.
Exactly.
Shape. Yeah.
Right, exactly. And I can mix the D minor.
Oh, right.
And E.
So this is position 5 of your pentatonic scale over those A-shaped chords.
And then for like, I'll tell you what, I will lean more so playing total. Like for the 1 and 4 chord, I could still stay A minor the whole time.
Right.
When I get into the 5 chord, I'm going to think E hard.
Yeah.
chord back to the D. I'm thinking A minor.
Yeah. See, this is what I mean. You'll blow my blues licks like this, and it's like, bro, wait, hold on. I mean,
I can't remember it.
slow that down and rewind. There's been like 4,000 times I've been to his house, and he's doing the most wicked blues phrase. I'm like, yes, do that. And he's like, what did I do? I'm gonna just start filming you.
Yeah, that's all good. So just take the pentatonic up out. Saxophone player.
Endlessly rattle it off like it's nothing. That's a cool one. Okay, wait, no. So you were doing something, and when we first started, yes.
Okay, well,
teach that.
I'm playing the second position of the A minor pentatonic scale with chromatic notes around it. So
you did one where you started on the E string. It was like a whole run. Yeah.
It's the same process. That's so weird.
Okay, slow that really down. Okay.
There it is. So for an A. Amen. So. Together.
She's listening, baby.
How's he do that? Wait.
Yeah, exactly.
So embarrassing. So wait. So this chromatic up, right? So I'm going 9 to 10.
Okay. Is this over the A? Okay. Got
it. Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Toys in the attic, right? Okay, now watch this. Let me go up to this A major chord. It's really simple.
Not that fast. Wait. Quarter speed.
Really slow for y'all. Little double stop action. Right?
Wait, even slower.
Okay.
All right, so you did this other freaking blazing lick just a second ago. What was it?
Oh, wow. The groove.
Okay, wait. So can you break that down? Like, as you're shifting positions, what position are you in?
I'm ready.
Okay.
A major. A major, right?
So it's a 5 to 4.
Yep. Double stops.
Oh, so you're like tagging the 5 to 4 and
Yep.
then back to 1.
5, 4, 1. Totally a country lick, but you know what?
He's a freaking blazing country player
Yeah.
too.
Do the rhythm.
Oh, for sure. Just mesmerized. What are you doing here, dude?
It works over funk. You can play
Yeah.
country licks over anything. The people that there's purists that if I play country over like a straight old school like blues gig, they'll give me the side eye. You know, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like, well,
Having fun?
It's blues.
Is there a style you suck at? Is there something that do you feel that you're not good at playing other than classical?
Really,
can you
really.
play classical?
Dimebag Darrell would completely gut me.
Really?
Got you. He would gut anybody.
You're not a good metal player.
I can tell you.
You were too. I've heard you play some metal back in the day, like your
Ah.
hard rock band.
Really?
You flirt.
I love me some Eddie Vedder. Eddie Van Halen, man.
Wait. You played me a song. Is there any of your stuff like can people hear it? Because you played me a country song you played one time, and I was like, straight up Brent Mason, just terrifying.
Yeah, that's
guitar
that
playing.
One Way Road tune. I'm actually shooting a video to release that.
Are you?
That's going to come out this spring.
God, he's like,
It's
oh,
like
yeah, I
a
do
straight up
little
train
country.
beat
It was
flying.
so-
Yeah, that is. It's just really all the stuff that we're showing you
Yeah,
sped way up,
yeah,
flying, you know?
which is crazy.
Actually, that whole it's an easy way to play really fast is chromatic, which
Okay.
fits in to
Okay, wait, that's gotta be like the 25th of the speed.
Okay.
Did you do it that fast?
Okay, really slow. Then the other lick.
So
All I'm doing is reconfiguring ideas all the time.
was that super blazing fast? Like, oh, so a lot of that's hybrid picking.
I'm hybrid picking.
Yeah.
So
Can you pick fast alternate picking, or are you all about hybrid?
we try to do that. It's gonna be really embarrassing.
Yeah.
Right? I can't even keep my chop it off. Chop the finger off. Stop. Okay. I need duct tape.
Right.
Yourself out.
Oh, so you can still pick fast,
Yeah.
but hybrid's your secret weapon.
It's just not as clean.
Well, and the snap of the finger.
Yeah, you get
is
that
so
snap,
cool,
that- I'll show you the hybrid real close. So.
Right. So anytime you're switching back and forth between
Yes.
the strings.
Hey.
You need like the hybrid cam, the Prius cam.
I love doing that too. Second, it's all this is second position.
Yeah.
Minor penance on.
Okay, and that's what it was like. Okay, stop. We're doing that.
All that is the second position, minor penance on, with the flat five. The flat five. So I'm starting though on the fifth in the key value line. I could add that chromatic note in. I won't do it. I'll put the chromatic. You like it?
Okay, do that last one. Okay, wait, just stop. Just stop.
all
Just
together,
stop.
man.
Just,
It's a big
just,
puzzle
just
of
don't do it
madness.
anymore, man.
So-
Everyone's guitar is just like, oh, out the window.
Right up the scale. To the 4 chord, right?
Wait. Don't teach a lick, but just do some of the licks where you're doing the bending on the lower strings. So you were doing some stuff the other day. It was so good. But like your fast licks, when you get on it.
For bending on the strings?
Yeah. I just always have to.
I don't even know what I'm
Anyways,
doing.
okay, wait. So hour and a half
What
later,
just happened?
we're gonna get him back again to do the right hand stuff, which is terrifying. He's one of the best rhythm guitar players you'll ever
Oh
hear.
man, thank you.
You are. I mean, it's ridiculous. Every place I'm like, dude, what's up with that guy's rhythm guitar playing? Awesome. But you never show anybody.
Well, I'm going to.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna
See,
do it right
there we
now.
go. So everybody in the comment section, let's hear what kind of rhythm you want to hear. Oh, the loss of pluck is so good. Do some of that freaking crazy. See, but the thing I like is you can shift from that to ZZ Top to Van Halen at the drop of a hat.
You like that?
Uh-huh.
Well, I love all three. I mean, I think if we only listened to one thing our whole life,
Yeah.
how boring would that be?
No, it'd be boring.
It's really
Van
weird. I
Halen.
kind of like was ashamed that I was such an Eddie Van Halen fan because it was like people ask you the question as a guitar player. You live in Nashville. Say, what were your influences? You know, and I would never mention Eddie Van Halen. And let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I listened to a lot of Van Halen when I was
Oh.
a kid. I mean, when I heard Eruption, I was like 10 years old,
Yeah.
and it blew my mind.
Yeah.
I mean,
Talk about
I
rhythm
listened to that
guitar
on a
player.
record. I had it on vinyl.
Yeah.
Give away my age a little bit here. So it was like a spaceship had landed on
Yeah.
my house and
Yeah.
ate my brain.
Yeah. No, same thing.
Like, you
the
know?
kid, the local kid down the street in Villa Park. I remember exactly.
Oh, God.
We were big wheeling down this
Big
hill,
wheeling.
and this
Is it a
this-
green machine?
Yeah, I was. And this one guy named Jeff Hall lived down at the bottom, and he was like the quintessential like checkered vans,
Yes.
long,
Oh, dude,
jet black
California, dude.
hair, yeah, cut off jeans.
Smoking pot in 3rd grade.
Who probably half pipe in the backyard. And he's like, "Come in here," and
Right.
brought us
Oh,
all
God.
in there. And I think I was like 7.
Yeah.
And he had like the giant
Jeez.
speakers.
Just
And he
blown
just,
away.
he just put it on and just went like dropped it on and just it was that. And then he played Van Halen 1 and Eruption, all that stuff. We were just like, and then he just put
Oh
on
my.
and Metallica had just come out too. So it was like Ride the Lightning or like
Oh, that was a great record.
and it was just like
Battery and
full
all
of
that.
salt. As a kid, I was just like, are you freaking
Oh,
kidding
God,
me?
could you
But
imagine if
talk about
if we
rhythm
were-
guitar players.
oh man.
Both
he
those
that-
guys.
He that. He's a.
Yeah, 21. You get that. Whatever it was, right?
To have that kind of thing at 21.
Yeah.
It's like no. We all have the ability to turn YouTube on and
Yeah.
hang with friends and learn.
Yeah.
He had
Nothing.
Montrose.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Ronnie Montrose, amazing, but it was nothing like Eddie Van Halen. It was
No.
a far departure.
Yeah.
And when he came out with that, people thought that it was a computer. They
Yeah.
thought it was a keyboard. They
Yeah.
couldn't believe it, you know?
Yeah, his pocket is so good.
Actually, I figured out Van Halen, ain't talking about love when I was a little kid. I played it up here.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was just an A minor chord. I'm like,
Yeah.
it can't be that easy.
Yeah.
It was like all over the place.
Right,
You know,
right,
It was
right.
so embarrassing. And the guy's like, it's really not that much work, bro.
Yeah.
But I never, to this day, even when I see people that are trying to duplicate it, they're close, but you know what? You can't have his swagger.
No, you can't.
You can cop it, it sounds really good, but you ain't gonna have that guy's
Well,
swagger.
and you know what I think it was?
He's like,
I
he's
think
like an old black man.
I read an article on it, and he was saying that it's because his dad was in like a polka band,
Right.
And
No, he
they
was a
just-
clarinet player.
and did all that.
He
kind
played
of
on
stuff.
Big Bad Bill.
Yeah, I know, which is amazing
Yeah.
phrasing, dude.
You're right.
So good.
Right.
Anyways, you want to do yourself a favor? We're above Van Halen. Let's go and listen to the isolated
Oh yeah. it's
guitar
killer.
tracks. It is some of the best rhythm guitar playing you're ever going to hear.
It is
so,
amazing.
So good.
You know what? This is a good blues lick, Eddie Van Halen lick, and he does
All
it
right.
all the time. But it's so simple. Actually, I have a single out that came out. It's a super like poppy, weird reggae pop song. Just being a silly goofball, and on that solo on the song, I rip off a Van Halen lick.
Oh, what's
And that's-
Oh, that's a totally great one.
That's
So
a
do it. Do it. It's full.
Have
Van
you
Halen.
seen Junior's
Yeah,
grades? That's all
exactly.
that's good.
How do you do it? Slow it down.
So I'm raking up, like to this minor, but you're not really going to hear the chord.
Yeah,
So
you're
I'm-
blown by it. So it's just chromatic. Give me a break.
You can stuff it
Right.
anywhere.
You know what other? What's that reggae song that you have? That's
That's what I'm talking about.
is it Just Got Lucky? Wait, no, what's the one that you? Yeah. Do you have? Is that out? Is that out? No. Oh, there it is.
And that one lick's Billy Gibbons.
Yeah.
I'm going, so I go,
Yeah.
that's
Nationwide. Dude, the phrasing on the end
Yeah.
of that song
Yeah,
is the
amazing.
phrasing nobody talks about, where he's singing and
Right.
playing at the same.
so good.
Billy Gibbons, another one. You guys.
Holy moly. I can't tell you I'm just dropping a name here.
Okay.
But I met him in Nashville and he got my number and I was cooking with my wife
Yeah.
and he called me.
No.
And I'm
come
like,
on, the rep.
Billy Gibbons is calling me on the telephone right now.
Uh-huh.
And if I could frame that moment,
Yeah.
and the funny thing is Billy Gibbons is he's like a comic ghost.
Yeah.
I never saw him again or heard from him.
Yeah.
He even texted me, he's a ghost now. I'm just not even sure he's on the planet anymore. So I thought we were a,
We
a
had
team.
something, yeah.
We had something, man. He called me, he's like, hey, Forda, did you ever hear these pickups they put in the thing that's got an extra magnet on? And I'm like, no, Billy. He's like, just randomly thought
Random.
to call me about a
Yeah.
magnet.
No.
It was weird, man. Yeah. But I love the guy.
Make sure you check out his links down below and let us know.
Check out the
what you wanna
Supro
hear.
guitar.
Oh, that's right, the Supro guitar.
I have a
Wait,
brand new
okay,
guitar.
wait.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, wait. Supro, just a guitar or an amp too?
It's
or
just a
what's-
guitar right
okay,
now.
so just a guitar. Okay, go.
It's a British Racing Green. It's a semi-hollow body, which I really love 335. So it's Supro's kind of own take on it. It's a Supro shape that's blown out bigger, like a 335 size. It has a Bigsby on it. Has a really good Alnico 3 BAF style pickup, a gold foil that sounds amazing.
Oh, come on.
You do the-
TF and a gold foil?
Well, you can watch the video. We'll put the thing on there, and you can watch the video. But the neck sounds incredible. Guitar plays amazing. It's only $900. It's like just under $1,000.
Shut
And
the
I mean,
front
it
door.
plays like a $3,500 guitar. It's like how they're doing this, I don't know, but I can tell you that if you watch the video, the thing stays in tune, sounds incredible.
Okay, wait. I'm curious about Supros. So your personal taste, if you had to pick two Supro amps, which are the ones you'd tell people to
I
check
like
out?
the Galaxy that's out, and I love the old Saturn. It's a 15 watt. The
Okay.
Saturn was amazing. And
What's
it's
the
got
Saturn like?
Saturn's just like it's like a really soft feeling. The top end's nice and smooth. It's like a much better Blues Junior from Fender or something like that.
Okay.
But it has a rectifier tube in it, so it sags a little bit. And I love
Ooh.
rectifier. Like I'm playing through this original 57 Tweed Deluxe, and to me, it's like the king of all amplifiers. It just feels great.
Yeah.
It's like it's a real supple feeling.
Yeah.
You know? I hit a note. It doesn't. I don't like really fast.
Yeah.
I like a slow type
Yeah.
thing going on. But the Saturn does that. The Galaxy is like a 50 watt 1968 Marshall. Lots of the guy from Guns N' Roses using it. I know Phil X uses one.
Fortis.
Yeah, Richard.
Yeah.
He's got that. Phil X uses one. It's like
One channel or two?
2-channel. Clean
No,
and dirty and
come on.
amazing.
Really?
Killers, yeah, killer. It
Okay.
transfers like, it's the first amp where you have a clean channel. It sounds like a twin reverb. And you hit the button, you're like, wow, it's a high gain Marshall. But they work well together. Because I've
Really?
never liked the channel switching amp in
Yeah.
my life. That one I'm like blown away. I'm like, David Coleseye at Supro, and he worked on, I think, with what's his name that did the Vibro King back in the day for Fender. What was his name? It'll come to me.
Not
But
the Zinky dude.
Bruce Zinke, yes.
Okay.
And they worked on that, I believe, together, and it's just amazing.
Mm.
But the guitar totally kicks butt. It's cheap. I'm going to be using it all the time. I'm going to get mine and start touring with it and stuff. But it's so cool. Just watch the video. It really tells the truth. The guitar, it's bright, but it doesn't hurt you. It's the right weight, but it looks so cool.
Yeah,
and
it
it has
does
a
look
it has
really
a
cool.
stinger on the back of the headstock, which means it's painted black. And the neck's already worn down, like a really low matte finish, so it doesn't get sticky and all that stuff.
No way.
It's cool, yeah.
Good for you.
Good stuff, man. It was
Get
a
your
lot of
own
work.
model.
Hey, it's totally worth it. It took 3 years to happen, but we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna talk to Supro about doing an amplifier in the future. I'm really gonna be working on you guys at NAMM about that.
Yeah.
And you
Go
know,
buy Supro and tell everybody that Ford needs an amp.
and the weird thing is that I have my own pickups too. So I have pickups. They're called Bloom Buckers. Bloom Buckers.
What'd
You
you
go
call them?
online, and they're amazing Alnico 2s. I use them a lot. In fact, that's what's in here right now. So
Oh, come on.
yeah. So this is a real 59 335, but the pickup was super anemic. I think the magnet, the charge was bad. So I took that out, put Bloom Buckers in here, and it just what you're hearing is my pickups.
Where do you get those?
Online, go to Tone Specific, and you can see the Bloom Buckers there, and they're more affordable than most. I mean, they're still a little pricey, but not quite like at the boutique
Dude,
madness.
come on, you got to
It
guys
takes a
hand
lot-
making stuff.
They're handmade, but they're
Yeah.
made in California,
Oh,
in
nice.
San Diego.
Well, that's
and-
why they're so expensive.
Yeah.
You got to pay rent.
But you know what? I fixed so many guitars. I fixed my Les Paul with them. I put them in. It's just we spent a lot of time voicing them. And actually, that was the pickup that was in the original Supro that then they figured out how we were making it, and we had to RD the product so that we could get in the price point
Yeah.
of having a guitar be only under $1,000.
Yeah.
With the pickup being that it's $300, you know,
That's
it's like,
amazing.
you know, the pickup's worth one, you know.
Forget about it.
Forget it. It's a full gaze.
All right, so check his links down below. Also, make sure to subscribe, click the bell, and if you want, please support at brettpapa.com. That's how all this stuff here happens. We're going to be doing lots with this cat in the future since he's around town.
Oh, man, we live right
So
down the street.
let us know in the comments below what you want to see him do. All
On
right,
my YouTube too, for Thurston Music.
bro, I
Got
got you
it?
covered.
I
Come
was like,
on,
what about-
check the links down. Fuck you. All the stuff. You got to record
wanna
some
fight?
videos. Yeah,
You want to fight?
Ah.
Oh.
All right, catch you next time.
Peace.